Well, good morning, boys. How we doing, everybody?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Gavin, and this is A Stable Life.
Well, guys, welcome back. This is the following morning after the most recent video. Temperature right now is sitting at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and wind chills outside are in the negative 20s. Last night, it got as low as negative 2 degrees Fahrenheit, and the temperature got as high as negative 45 degrees below zero, which is insane. All of our horses are inside right now. So you guys know what that means. We need to feed all these hungry horses, give them their food. As you can tell, Gavin and I are definitely geared up for the extreme colds because we're gonna be in this temperature for the next couple hours. We gotta get all these horses fed and then actually turned out because they don't wanna be in here any longer than they need to. The temperatures today, they will be fine with. All of the horses have their super heavies and heavies on. So you can see they've got hoods on their blankets and their coats will keep them warm. We're also gonna be taking out a lot of hay to make sure that they've got plenty of forage material to keep them warm. So on top of cleaning all the stalls, we gotta get that hay out. We gotta get the horses fed. We've got a lot to do today and it all starts now. When the horses are all in, it's pretty straightforward. We just gotta measure out and get the grain in their stalls, and then we turn them out. Now today I mentioned I've gotta be taking out hay for the horses. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna get started measuring out, and then we need to head out and see if we can get our tractor started. I put some solution in the diesel fuel to keep it from gelling up last night. Hopefully that combined with New Holland ingenuity, we'll be able to get that motor started.
Good morning, boys. Hey, Tucker.
All the horses are eating up, so now we're gonna head on out and see if we can get the tractor and the four-wheeler started. You got the quad key, Gavin? We'll go see if we can get these beasts started, and my dad's here. We have all hands on deck here for today, just because we have so much to do today and because of the weather. So that's exciting. Don't give a gas back. Sheesh.
That was a hard start.
Neutral. Oh boy, I'm a little concerned. Well, we got power. Here we go. Oh, that's something. Here we go. Wow, she's cold. Good deal, guys. We knew we'd get her. My water bottle's freezing. Just thought you should know that. Now that we got the tractors up and running, the quads up and running, we had to get a little extra help with some power, but we're all set and good to go now. So now we're gonna let the horses out. We just confirmed the water trough and the water bowl are thawed and good for the horses to drink out of. Gavin, if you wouldn't mind hooking up the water once you're done there to the big field and letting that flow, we're gonna get started letting out the horses. Now usually we'll put hay out with the horses in, but since they've been in all day and they wanna get out, they're dressed for it, they're ready to go, we're gonna let them out first and then we'll work on hay and manure. Whew, that wind bites, let me tell you. Could you mind letting Suede out for me? I gotta hold the gate here. There you go, Suede. You're good to go, bud. Oh-ho! Whoa, guys, is it donkey time?
No,
Oh,
we're practicing.
wow, that was exciting, let me tell you. As you guys can see, everything is just frozen, absolutely frozen. We have the water heater on for the donkeys right now. They had a bucket of water overnight, so that whole tank's gonna defrost. And then this tank is completely thawed and good to go for them to get a drink. We're gonna be letting out the horses slow, like last time, so that the horses can get a drink before they go out. And we'll keep in mind herd dynamics. Of course, some of them might just, well, you know, some of them might just want to just run right out into the pasture. There you go, bud. You're good to go. Get a drink. No rush. Alrighty guys, all the horses are turned out. There's a little bit down there and more in the big field. Don't you worry, we're gonna get some footage out there with the horses. But for now, the stable is completely open and empty, which means that it's time to get started cleaning. Now, as mentioned with last time, what we need to do is we're gonna scrape all of the manure into a pile. The wagon will come through, we'll pick it up, but this time we're also gonna be emptying out the water buckets. So we'll be dumping the icy water into the manure wagon, and all of the buckets get put out and collected. So that way we're ready should we need to actually keep the horses in again, which, I don't know, Gavin. I have a feeling there's gonna be more than just this time for this winter.
Oh yeah.
Since Gavin is going to be driving the four-wheeler with the wagon, he's making sure that not 1 ounce of skin is open. That's why he's got the face mask and the goggles, so he is set and ready. And since I'm gonna be taking hay out, I'm also gonna be out there, so I gotta make sure I have my face mask and everything up. They're gonna start here with srirachas and suede stall and just continue to move forward. Nice thing about the weather being so cold is it doesn't look like we have as much manure to clean out. We are moving right along. Between the three of us, we're making quick work of it, that's for sure. Nice and fresh, that's what we like to see. We've got this way going out, but I think we've only got a couple more stalls that we gotta make on piles. Dad has these all set and ready. We're making good progress. Guys, we're doing a fantastic job. We are moving quickly through all the stalls. They are gonna wrap up with what's left, and I'm gonna get started getting food out for these guys, because from what I understand, most of these feeders are empty. Since I'm going out, I'm gonna make sure that I'm completely bundled up. So I apologize for the poor audio quality, but can't really have any exposed skin right now. All right, let's grab some bales, huh? Horse pastures right now. Just dropped the bale in for the middle field. We're gonna be putting in 3 bales here for the big field. As you can see, Gavin's closing that gate down there. We have feeding for the morning completely finished up. All the horses are out. They all got hay. They are happy and eating, as you can see. The donkeys are taken care of for the morning, so everything's clean, which means that's gonna be it for morning feeding. So we'll see you guys back here for afternoon feeding, where we're gonna check on the horses and see how they're faring. We're gonna check and see if we have any horses that are cold. We shouldn't have any horses that are cold, but we always like to check. We're gonna double check all our water troughs, make sure that they're good for water for the evening. And the plan is that they will be out for tonight, just because it's not going to be as windy. The wind is supposed to slow as the day goes on, and tomorrow is supposed to be a little warmer than today. The high temperature for today is 7, so that's as high as it's gonna get, and the wind chill is staying in the negatives all day. But tomorrow, the high for the day is about 15, so we're expecting some warmer temperatures moving our way. Gavin and I will see you guys this afternoon. Welcome back to afternoon feeding. The temperature has gone up. It is now 7 degrees outside. So exciting. So what we're doing is we're checking out the water troughs before we let the horses in. So first up is gonna be the big trough. This one does not have a heater on right now. And you can see there's a layer of ice forming, but it is not solid enough. A good hit, got that loosened up. So we'll plug this in after the horses have all drinking out of this, and we're gonna top this up to make sure that this is full for them, so they have it for tonight. However, we do have some water troughs that are plugged in. We're gonna go take a look at those next. Hey cuties. As you guys can see, the donkeys are in their heavy blankets. Looking good. Looks like last night the wind was hitting this pretty hard, which makes sense considering that it's right on the edge here. So the wind is going to be coming up against this all night. This wasn't plugged in. This has been plugged in all day. And we can see the heater is working down there. But this froze pretty much solid. And it's still needing to thaw more. What we can do, hey Buster, is we'll get a hammer and a chisel. And we'll just make a little hole here so the donkeys can get in here and get a drink of water for now. And we will leave this on so that that will completely thaw. And then the main trough that's the most important for all the horses is the one that gets plugged in all night. So we're gonna be doing a little switching around, but it'll all work out in the end. My battery's struggling a little bit with this cold weather, but the horses aren't coming in, so we're sending Gavin out to bring them in. You got them all coming in, except for a few stubborn horses that are down there. That trough is actually thawed out. There was a little bit of ice that was above the water level, and so it didn't melt. So just a few hits with the hammer knocked it down. And the trough to the left, I created a hole in it, and Tucker already drank out of. Once all these guys get in, we're gonna check them out and see how they look. Need any extra hay or if any of their straps are low. Here they come. Alrighty guys, I know this is a bit of a major change in scenery here, but I had recently acquired some new batteries that are designed to work in the cold with my camera, and let me say, they performed above and beyond my expectations. However, both of those batteries I used, and now we're using my old batteries, and so the camera just wasn't able to record for the last little bit. But to give you guys the rundown as to what happened, all of the water troughs are good. We filled the one in the big field all the way up. All of the horses got a nice big drink of water. Poncho's where he needs to be. The donkeys are set and good for the night. And pretty much everybody is good with the exception of George. We noticed that he has a little bit of heat in his back left fetlock. So we did, of course, give him some medicine, and he is in the lower arena getting some rest and taking a little bit of a chill. So we figure a few days of rest and he'll be right back to where he needs to be. So that brings us to the end of the video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a crazy past 2 days with the weather the way it was, but as you can see, the horses made it through, the stable made it through, and we made it through. Woo! That was quite the ride, let me tell you. One last thing before we do the question of the day. I just wanted to let you guys know that the boots that I've been wearing absolutely were amazing in this weather. They kept my feet warm, they kept them dry, and they were great on the frozen ground and in the mud. So again, if you want to check them out, I'll have the links down in the description below. Remember to use that product code AStableLife to get you a percentage off. And of course, a little bit of what you guys spend there will help me out with the channel. So if you're interested, you can go check that out.
For those of you who experienced this major storm, how did you do? And if you have any experiences you'd like to share, leave them in the comments.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to reading those. All of our viewers would love to be able to go down there and kind of catch up and see how everybody did during the storm. So that'll be really cool. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always,
Joel, you didn't tell them to like and subscribe yet.
You're right, Galvin. I'm sorry. The cold's getting to me. Oh, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, guys. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.